93.3 FLZ.
Blown off, ghosted, and wondering why you didn't get a second date? Let's see why you were left on red with The Joe Show.
Hey, Brent?
Yes.
All right, no more screw-ups. I got you live on the radio now. And I do have Caitlin on. Are you okay if I pick her up in just a second? I got a couple of questions I want to ask you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where'd you guys meet?
We met at WOB.
World of Beer?
Drinks. That's it. Yeah, World of Beer.
Okay, and then how many dates did you guys go on?
Just one, but it went good. Like, it was a great date. And had drinks, had a great dinner, conversation was great. You know, it was a connection, had a few laughs. You know, went back to my place and, you know, baked some cookies, and it was a good night.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully she doesn't mind you saying that, because I'm going to pick her up right now. Is this Caitlin?
Yes, it is.
Caitlin, good morning. My name is Joe. I don't know if you've ever heard the show before, but you are live on the radio right now. Do I have your consent to have your voice on the radio?
Yeah, sure.
Weird question, right? So, Caitlin, we do a segment on our show called Left on Red, and we try to figure out why people aren't getting calls backs and all of that. And we have Brent on the phone.
Okay.
So we're wondering why you didn't call him. What happened?
Okay, like, full transparency.
Yeah.
The dude's not circumcised. Like, that is that.
I'm sorry.
That
Can you
is, like,
say that? Can you say that one more time? What was that? I missed it.
Brent's not circumcised.
Okay, I didn't miss it. I thought I heard you say that. All right. Well,
it is.
And I'm sorry to cut you off. So we do a radio program for everyone. Let's just, if you could, how about this? Even in the summer, he wears a hood.
There you go.
And that can get hot and gross. I don't know. What is your... How do we do this with kids listening? You don't like it?
Yeah, what's the issue with it?
It's gross. I feel so dirty. Like, who knows what is hiding under there? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't ever want to. I don't ever want to go downtown. You know what I mean?
But did he seem like a clean guy?
I mean, he seemed like a clean guy, but a lot of stuff at the end really, really irked me, and like I had to get out of there. So I can't.
The hood, the hood in the summer was not like that. That's the only issue. Did he do anything else?
No, that is absolutely not the only issue.
So
that's the issue.
Yeah, what else happened?
No, so after we, what do you call it on the show? Baking cookies. After we
you
baked
picked up
some
quick
cookies,
on that. Yes, thank you.
He didn't even offer me like a towel afterwards, and the worst part was that he didn't even drive me home.
What did he do?
Okay, like,
what did he do?
He called me an Uber.
So he's not a gentleman. He's not a gentleman, is what we are.
I felt
dirty.
So cheap, and like the cookies experience was its own thing, and I was like, okay, I'm not down with this. I don't like it. But then, like, the experience afterwards, like, totally irked me. Felt like it just made me feel really bad. Like, I don't want to. I don't. It was like a terrible experience.
Hey,
absolutely not.
Alexis, you know, it's one thing, and I see, you know, you're mad at Caitlin for calling out his hood in the summer, or, you know, but after hearing, because there is something to the fact that he made a mess and he didn't clean up his mess. That's rude. There is something to the fact that he didn't drive her home after they,
Right.
they wrestled. You can't play Twister. You can't invite someone
Be a
over to play
gentleman.
Twister and then not give them a ride home. That's rude. So, Alexis, when you hear that as a woman, do you look at this any different, or do you think Caitlin's just, she's way off with this?
I feel like she's overreacting. I mean, at the end of the day, who literally takes someone home at the end of the night if you went to their place? Normally you stay over or you get yourself dressed and get yourself home. But there's nothing wrong with having that extra skin. I call them the Snuffleupagus crew. So I'm more love. I got more love for the Snuffies.
But yeah.
I love this, Alexis. Julio, you are on with Caitlin, and Brent is still. Brent, you okay?
Yeah, you've been quiet.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm not happy.
Good morning,
I'm
guys.
here.
So Julio, real quick, you go ahead, and then I want to hear why Brent's not too happy. I mean, I have a good assumption as to why, but go ahead,
You
Julio.
can't really get upset with that guy because, all men are like that. We are all born with that. And certain religions just decide to cut it off for whatever reason. So there's no need to judge that man by how God made all men, period.
Hey, Julio, it's the middle of the summer. Do you have a hoodie on?
Of course I do.
You do. So I do not. And I've always wondered what it would be like. And Julio, do you have to make sure you're showering correctly? Because, when you've got a hoodie on in the summer, what happens? It's humid. We sweat a lot, right? Do you then bathe more, or what do you do for hygiene wise?
I mean, what I was told as a kid, you just, pull it back, make sure you clean it properly. Yeah, pull it back, clean it properly, and that's pretty much it. I mean, everybody is born like that.
Jeez.
Like, there's no problem with having that.
But the way you said pull it back, it's like, I'm wearing a winter jacket down here.
It's a winter jacket. He's talking about pulling back a hoodie. Talking about pulling back a hoodie. If anyone's turning on the radio right now and they're going, why are they talking about it? Because he wore a hoodie. He wore a hoodie. Caitlin, you would say, though, that your biggest issue, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, so you could tell me to F off if I'm wrong, but was it the fact that he's not a gentleman, or the fact that he just wasn't, yes?
No, honestly, it was he wasn't a gentleman at all, and the whole elephant trunk thing just really exacerbated it. Like that just was a
Snuffleupagus.
I don't want to call it
Snuffleupagus.
Sure.
We haven't heard from Brent in a little bit. No.
Yeah, in
Brent.
a while.
Yeah, Brent. So what's going through your head right now?
I mean, I don't understand how this is an issue. First of all, I was born like this. Okay, I come from a European family, and this is not a big deal. Of course, I clean it, and it's right. When it's just like any other body part, when you shower, you just clean it. You pull it back, you clean it, you use soap. However you do it, it's not rocket science here. You know
Have
what
you
I
ever
mean?
had an
It's
infection
simple-
or anything?
Have I had an infection? No.
No. Okay.
No.
All right.
Seems
I just
clean.
want to ask. I just want to ask.
So to say that I'm gross and I'm dirty is offensive and ridiculous. Okay, I'm super clean. It's a super clean process.
Are you a gentleman, though? Why did you not help her clean up after you made a mess?
Yeah,
Why'd
and then
you
said
order
you're
an Uber?
I mean, she knew where the towels were. She could have easily just grabbed it herself, or she's seen the towels. Okay, number two, I thought I was being a nice guy and ordered her an Uber. Like, hey, here, let me call a car service for you.
Why not drive her home, though? Why not drive her home? Don't say it's a car service, it's Uber.
Right.
Why didn't you drive her home?
Because I couldn't. I had stuff going on.
After baking cookies.
At midnight? What do you have going on at midnight?
I had to be up early the next day for work meetings, and I'm like, let me call you an Uber. This is not a big deal.
Not cool.
I got
That
a
is
nice
not
one, too.
cool.
I splurged for the big one.
I heard you splurge. You didn't even clean up your mess. All right, I got to move on because I'm going to get dinged on about 1,000 things that just happened. Brent, Caitlin, I'm assuming things aren't going to work out. None of you guys want another date?
Absolutely not.
Wow. I mean, it wasn't that bad, was it? Come on.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Okay. All right.
That's a wrap.
Let's
Like his getting.
we have someone calling in that says that Oh, as a woman married to someone who also wears a hood. I thought she was saying as a woman with a hood. I go, really? How does that work out?